So, good morning. Yesterday we were doing critical analysis of the poem Enterprise by Nissim Ezekiel. We will continue it today. So, we have discussed the first stage of pilgrimage, which is symbolic of Edenic innocence. In the second stage, we discussed how the pilgrimage people going on pilgrimage face difficulties and obstacles, and how the third stage is full of differences and obstacles. Now the fourth stage faces criticism and assaults. So the last line of the third stanza, a shadow falls on us and grows, is very significant. In the words of Ezekiel himself, it is the shadow of defeat. The fourth stanza, you will find it records another phase of the enterprise. The enterprisers face the external onslaught twice. It refers to the onslaughts of detractors on Indian poets writing in English. In the broader context, if we take it, the enterprisers face criticism and assault, as a result of which they lose their way. They forget the noble sentiments which inspired their journey. So now comes the stage when enterprisers are totally exhausted. In the last stage, you will find that the whole journey seems to be meaningless. The pilgrimage ends on a note of mental exhaustion. The very aim of enterprise is forgotten. So we will discuss the poem in these perspectives. The fifth stanza records the hopeless trudging along the way of few tired enterprisers. Sapped of will and energy, they ignore the meaning of the thunder. In the words of Ezekiel, we can say, thunder means that which is momentous, the spiritually important. Reduced to complete willlessness, enterprisers lose the sight of everything significant, everything that gives meaning to life. You must have read Elliot's Westland. In Elliot's Westland, you see the thunder speaks of Datta, Dayadham, Damayatta. That is, give, sympathize and control. But the Westlanders ignore what it says. In the same way, you will find the same is the condition of the enterprisers in this poem. The enterprisers are now at this stage. They are totally exhausted, frustrated. They are deprived of all the essential things a man needs in his day-to-day life. They look dirty, shabby. When they finally reach the goal has lost all its significance. So you see that this enterprise is an allegory of human condition. Every enterpriser begins with rage, enthusiasm and energy. Once the goal is reached, it loses its glamour, and the ultimate result is futility of the enterprise. Reality must be accepted with understanding and grace. This is the moral of the poem. So for the enterprisers, what do they find? They find that the whole journey is meaningless. They do not know for what they have struggled so much to come afar. They feel that their deeds are neither great nor rare. They seem to have forgotten the very aim of their enterprise. Their journey ends on a note of exhaustion. So the enthusiasm, the rays, the energy which was in the very beginning when the enterprise began, that is lost. The whole glamour is lost. And what is the result? The result is futility, nothingness, meaninglessness of the journey. So in short, we can say that enterprise is an allegory of human condition. Every enterprise begins with a race. The goal remains very alluring, but once the goal is reached, what happens? It loses its glamour, and the enterprisers wonder at the futility of the enterprise. The ordinariness of every momentous looking event is a reality which one must accept and face with understanding and grace. So, this is the real moral which the poem is giving us.